Hey guys, what's up? Plastic Guy here, coming back with another figure review, and today we're taking a look at this new McFarlane Michael Keaton Batman figure from the upcoming Flash movie. And I'm really damn stoked for this one because Michael Keaton's Batman is epic. He is iconic. I absolutely loved the first two Batman films. Those are the Batman films from my childhood, the ones I probably watched the most until Christian Bale's Batman came along, and was it 2005 Batman Begins came out? And so yeah, Michael Keaton's Batman holds a really special place in my heart, and I am so excited to see him in the upcoming Flash movie. I try and avoid trailers, but what I have seen, those clips that have popped up on TikTok and things, it looks like it's going to be epic, and yeah, I can't wait. But I really wanted a Michael Keaton Batman figure in the collection. I've actually just picked up the Mezco 1/12 scale Batman figure from Batman 1989, and that figure looks like probably the best Michael Keaton Batman figure I'm ever going to get my hands on. It was a bit pricey, but yeah, I'm really happy to have it. I'm not going to film a video just yet on it. I need to play around with it a lot more before I take a closer look. And I also recently picked up a knockoff NECA Batman figure from the 1989 Batman, and we will compare that figure to this one right here in this video. I have previously made a video on the fake NECA figure, got him right here, but I've not posted it yet, I've not edited it, so look out on the channel page for that coming up. And so yeah, I still needed a good Batman figure in the collection. Had the knockoff, Mezco's just arrived, and I ordered this at the same time, and of course I needed to take a closer look at him here on the channel and see what he's up to. So let's not wait any longer. Let me know down in the comments section below what you guys think about Michael Keaton returning as Batman, because as I said, I think it's sick. I cannot wait to see what Michael Keaton brings to the table in this upcoming film. So let me know your thoughts down below. While you're down there guys, as always, if you could do me a massive favour, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And let's not wait any longer, let's take a closer look at this McFarlane Toys action figure. So first up, let's do what we always do and take a closer look at the box. We get DC Multiverse, the movie Flash logo, Batman below it. We would have had the figure here. We get the Flash up top, trying to not knock Batman over. This awesome image of Batman on the back of the packaging. I really like that, and spoiler alert, it is the same image that is on the trading card that we're about to take a closer look at. But yeah, that's about it for the box. It's our standard DC Multiverse box that we've gotten time and time again. And then yeah, we get this trading card as we do with all the McFarlane Toys figures. And I think this is a pretty cool one. It's just a kind of stock image of Batman here from the upcoming film. Batman, the Flash, and we get this right up. So hit that pause button now if you want to read that. And then we get some accessories with this figure, which is always pretty good, because I know McFarlane don't always give us alternative hands, don't always give us accessories, and the figures that I've picked up anyway, I feel like sometimes they do lack on that accessory, alternate hand, head sort of area. And in fact, well, I suppose this figure right here is lacking in the alternate head department, because of course they released this exact same figure but with an unmasked head sculpt instead of just giving us the unmasked head, you know, with this single release. So yeah, definitely loses points from that aspect. Definitely just a money grab from McFarlane there. It would have been cool just to get the unmasked head sculpt, but what we do get is these alternate hands, which do pop off and on pretty easily. This one's going to be to hold the grappling hook or the batarang, and same with this one here. And yeah, as I said, both pop off and on pretty well. Holds the accessories pretty well, and the accessory wise, we get this grappling hook here, which is all in silver. I don't know what it will look like in the movie at the end of the day, but yeah, all in silver for this figure here. I think the sculpt's alright, but it would have been cool maybe to get some different paint going on, just so it's not all this one tone of bright silver, but it's not too bad. And then we get the batarang as well, and once again it's just all in this one silver, so it looks alright, but yeah, maybe some shading or something on it. The bright silver is just, it contrasts a lot with the figure, But yeah, cool accessories, nice interchangeable hands that we do need in this case. And then we get the figure itself, and as always, these figures come with a wee display stand, the DC logo there, and the peg hole for the foot. And then, yeah, I think this looks really good. I'm really happy with this. This looks like Michael Keaton. I think the cowl looks really good, really accurate to what we've seen before from Michael Keaton's Batman. And then from what I can tell, pretty accurate to the upcoming film and the trailers. I think the eyes look really good. They are sort of looking off to the side, but not as much as we've seen before when it comes to the Robert Pattinson Batman. But yeah, maybe straight on would have been better, but you know, I'm just nitpicking at that point. I think the head sculpt looks really nice, and I really like the Bat logo as well. This looks like it's straight from Batman Returns, and that's what I really wanted from this figure. Although this figure, of course, is from the upcoming Flash movie, I wanted a Michael Keaton Batman that also resembled Michael Keaton from those first two films, and I think this figure does a good job of that. Of course, it is still capturing the costume from the upcoming Flash movie, and that costume is reminiscent from, I think this one looks more like Batman Returns than the 89 Batman, and this figure captures that well, so I'm really happy with that. Yeah, I love the logo. I love that Batman Returns logo more so than the 1989 logo, and you get just some sculpted detailing going on here. Nice armor kind of up in the shoulder area. You get the, what do you even call them on these gauntlets? But yeah, you get the gauntlets. Not much really going on. I wish this was yellow. I wish the utility belt was yellow. That would have took it right back to Batman Returns. And I guess in the new film, looking at the trading card, the utility belt is just going to be this one shade of black. And man, I think that yellow belt would have made this pop so much more. And I might try and custom it, something that I might go back to, get some yellow paint, make this utility belt yellow, because it would then take it back to Batman Returns. I think it would just look a lot better overall. It would pop a lot more, and without it being yellow, I think a lot of this figure kind of, it disappears. You're not seeing much. You get the bright yellow logo, which is awesome, and I like the head sculpt, but then this just all looks very basic, very plain, and yeah, it's just a costume thing more than the figure, I suppose. And then going on to like different colours and whatnot, you get these boots, and I don't know how to feel about it, because I do like what they've tried to go for here. And I think what they're trying to go for is a muddy look to the boots. I think they're trying to make the boots look worn, make it look a bit, you know, not battle damage, but they've been roughed up a bit, they're covered in mud. But then why are they yellow? You know, it's not brown, they've not used a brown paint here, it is yellow, and I think that looks odd. I think it looks a bit weird. If it was a kind of darker, muddier brown colour rather than this yellow, I think it would look great, but this greeny yellow just doesn't really translate too well in my opinion. I don't know, as I said, I like what they've went for. I do like how it breaks up just a solid black throughout, but yeah, it doesn't quite hit the mark, I think anyway. But is a bit more interesting than if they were just solid black like the rest of the suit here. I think the sculpt's good. I do like all the armoured pieces, especially up in the shoulder, the gauntlets. I like the sculpted ab area, the pectorials, the thighs, everything here is sculpted nicely. But yeah, it just kind of disappears into everything when it's just all this solid black. And just to lift the cape up as well, this is what it looks like on the back of the figure. And I do really like this cloth cape as well, because a lot of the McFarlane Batmans, if not every McFarlane Batman that I have, and as far as I know, maybe this is the first Batman figure they've released and given a cloth cape. I think maybe there was a year 2 figure or something that had a cloth cape, but yes, certainly the first Batman that I've got in the collection from McFarlane to have this cloth cape, and I think it looks really good. It sits really nicely, it's a really nice material. I really can't fault it at all. I'm a big fan of the cloth cape, and it's something hopefully McFarlane do more of, because I do prefer, I think, something like this over a sculpted plastic cape. Doesn't make too much difference to me anyway at the end of the day, but when you get a nice cloth cape and it is done well, you can't beat it at all. So Overall, I'm really happy with this figure. I think it looks like a really good Michael Keaton Batman. I'm happy with the accessories, I'm happy with the sculpt. I just wish maybe the muddied boots were a more muddied brown colour, and I mean, I guess it's a costume thing more than the figure, but a yellow utility belt would have been so much better. And yeah, the solid black just it gets lost throughout the figure. I think you have to really kind of go up close to catch all the details going on here, but I'm really liking it. Let's compare them to some other Batman figures in the collection. So first up, we have the knockoff NECA Michael Keaton Batman 89 figure, and as I said, I have filmed a video taking a closer look at this figure. I've just not edited it yet, not posted it yet, so keep your eyes peeled for that video in the future. But of course I wanted to compare these guys to one another, and going straight to the utility belt, I think it just does look a lot better with the yellow belt. It's more classic Batman, reminds me a lot more of those first two movies, but of course this isn't the first two movies, this is the upcoming Flash movie, and so I really can't fault this McFarlane figure too much for that, but it is something I might look to custom in the near future. Yeah, these two next to one another, I'm definitely going for the McFarlane figure. I think the McFarlane figure looks a lot better. Although I do like this knockoff, it is a bit broken up, it's not as sleek as I'd like it to be, and I feel like this McFarlane figure is. I think this is a great, accurate Michael Keaton Batman figure, and so yeah, my points go to the McFarlane here. And then next up we have this new McFarlane Michael Keaton Batman next to this Batman from the DC Universe Classics line, and I'm actually thinking of making a video very soon looking at a bunch of these DC Universe Classics. I've recently picked up Superman, I've picked up Green Lantern and The Flash, all on this body mode because I love this body mode. I really like these older DC figures, and so it's definitely something I want to take more of a look at on the channel here. And this is one of my favourite Batman figures that I have because, as I said, I love the body mode, and you can see that this figure has directly been influenced from those Michael Keaton Batman movies. The colour scheme is pretty much the exact same, and that's why I really like this figure, and so I had to compare them here. And yeah, it's not really a case of what one I prefer, they're in totally different scales, totally different times of these figures being released. I don't even know when this one came out. Does it say? No, I can't see it here on the figure, but that's definitely something I need to look into before I record that DC Universe Classics collection video. But yeah, both great Batman figures, both really good representations of that Michael Keaton, those Michael Keaton movies, and still digging the McFarlane one here, but this is probably one of my favourites. Just fun factor, nostalgia, can't beat it. And then for another quick Batman comparison, we have this Batman from the DC Icons line, I believe, and yeah, we took a closer look at this video here on the channel. I was pretty disappointed with it, and kind of every time I go back to it, I remember why. It's just not that great of a figure. I think I had pretty high expectations for this thing, but just for an extra Batman comparison, I've thrown them in here, but I would definitely pick up this new Michael Keaton figure over this one here. And then for a McFarlane movie Batman comparison, we have the new Michael Keaton Batman from the Flash movie next to our Robert Pattinson The Batman McFarlane movie figure. I think both of these are decent Batman figures from McFarlane, but I do think the Michael Keaton one just takes it. I don't know, there's something about the paint in the mouth, the eyes look a lot better. I really like the sculpt, love the cloth cape. Yeah, this thing definitely takes it. I've been a bit harsh on this figure in the past. I don't know, every time I come back to it, I kind of have different thoughts on it. It is decent, it's not amazing, but it's not bad. However, I actually think this Michael Keaton one is good. Yes, it's not too different from your usual McFarlane Batmans, but there's something I just really like about it, and so I'm glad to have both of these in the collection. But I can't really recommend this Michael Keaton Batman figure enough, especially at that price point of around $20. You don't get much cheaper action figures out there, and this is definitely a good addition from McFarlane Toys. So something that McFarlane definitely suffers from is the range of movement, so let's see what we've got going on here. You can get the head looking a decent bit up the way, and it's not bad at all. Get it moving about that far down, I like that, I think that looks really good. Left and right, of course. Get the arm moving, let's see. Okay, so thankfully that popped in fairly easily, but that's not good at all if your figure's doing that on you. So let's say his arm goes about that far up. I'm not going to do it any more than that. Upper bicep swivel, I'm very wary about that now. And that would actually be a criticism when I've been posing this thing around for photos. I really wish you kind of had more of a butterfly joint in here, getting the arms closer in to the middle, but yeah, upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and the figure isn't pinless at all. You can't see the pins there. Hand popping off on us as well, but you can get the wrist moving up and down, and yeah, that's actually popping off pretty easily. Same articulation in this arm here. Get the torso moving about that far forward. Pretty good range of movement going back the way. In terms of the ab crunch, it's kind of about that, and then with the waist added in, you get a lot of movement there. You can rotate it left and right at the waist as well, and that's something I've been kind of playing around with as well when I'm posing it, just trying to line the armour up with the waist and the torso there. Get the leg kicking pretty far forward. It will kind of play around with that plastic, what do you even call that, the pant area here. So yeah, just beware, because I'm guessing that could warp a wee bit if you're posing this guy around. Get the leg about that far out the way. Double jointed knees, there we go, nothing in the calf area. Get the foot moving backwards and forwards, and it will pivot around as well. So this is actually pretty good for a McFarlane figure in terms of the range of movement, the articulation. I do like all the movement here in the torso area, but yeah, that's a bit of a bummer with the arm. That was scary for a minute there. And so there we have it for this new McFarlane Toys Michael Keaton Batman figure from the upcoming Flash movie. And I really like this thing. I've got maybe 5 or 6, 7 McFarlane Batman figures at this point, and this is probably my favourite. I think this is the best one for sure, especially at that £20 price mark. I can't really complain too much. It was a bit scary when his arm popped out there, but it's not broken. The pegs just pop back in and we're all good. My biggest gripe is probably the pea coloured yellow all over his boots. I mean, what's he done there? A muddy brown would have worked a lot better. It would just look a lot more normal compared to what I think, they've tried to make the boots look muddy. I don't get why they've used a greeny yellow. A muddy brown would have been a lot better. And then just from a costume standpoint, I wish that utility belt was yellow, but if they're being accurate to the movie and the utility belt's black in that, then can't really complain at all. Glad we've got the interchangeable hands, glad we've got the accessories. Yeah, this is a really good McFarlane Toys Batman figure, and if you are a big Michael Keaton Batman fan such as myself, I would highly recommend this thing, because as I said, it is pretty reminiscent of that Batman Returns suit, and if you're struggling to get your hands on an affordable Batman figure from that timeline, then look no further. This will definitely sort you out. So let me know what you guys think of this figure down in the comment section below. While you're down there, guys, if you could do me a massive favour, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, then please hit that subscribe button. I'll leave the link to my Instagram in the description below, so feel free to hop on over there and check that out. I'll definitely be posting some pictures of this Michael Keaton Batman up over there, and feel free to hop on over to the channel page as well. I've got plenty of more videos coming out very soon. As I mentioned, that fake NECA knockoff Batman figure, I'll post that video. I've got a couple other Batman figures videos on the way as well. As I mentioned, the Mezco 112, not filmed that yet, but I do have a couple that need edited, and yeah, it'd mean a lot if you could check those videos out when you are subscribed. So thank you guys so much for watching this video right here, and as always, I'll catch yous on the flip flop later. Cheers.